Time for the Kazon Kabal to face their first battle, and it's against the Blood Angels. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, the Kazon Kabal are out on the table for the first time. We've got just a little fun 500 point game, just to test a few units out. So we decided to play a mission where we've got one objective in the middle, and that is going to scatter 3d6 each turn, so that's going to be quite good fun. For my army, I'm currently going second. I have the Archon, if I can remember the names, in a Venom with the Splinter Cannons, and then we have two Warrior Squads in those two Venoms with Splinter Cannons. At the back we have a Ravager with 3 Dark Lances, and then I've got 5 Scourges. They've got a Deep Strike in, and one of those have got the Haywire gun. We then have the Blood Angels deploying over in the corner there in that building. We've got a Las Cannon Predator. Behind there we have a Librarian. And what powers have you got on him, did you say?
No, I've done the face.
We'll just find out the powers. Divination powers.
4 warding.
Oh, you had a 4+ invulnerable, didn't you? Yeah. And then we've got a Rhino. In there is 10 men. We've also got some scouts. Are they infiltrating, you say, or flanking? They're going to flank, so that's going to be an interesting move. Okay, so am I going to try and seize the initiative? I think I will, so let's get a dice. I need to get some orange dice, I think. Let's have a go. And the green dice, a 6! Well, I'll stick to green then. Okay, so turn 1 for the Kazon Kabal. Okay, so turn 1 for the Dark Eldar. I didn't move the Venoms because they can't really hurt vehicles. I did put the Ravager there, aimed up the 3 Dark Lances, fired them off, rolled a 1 and a 2 and then a 5. They tried to penetrate, and I rolled a 3, so failed to penetrate the vehicle, and that was my turn 1. So after the good seizing of the initiative, I did nothing, but it's going to be Blood Angels turn 1. Let's see if they can do something. Okay, so turn 1 for the Blood Angels. Moved the tank round the corner there, that Rhino. Did the Psychic phase. He managed to get a 4+ invulnerable on that front tank there, which obviously turbo boosted through the terrain in that building. And then the Pred tried to give divination, prescient, to the Pred, fouled, rolled 3 1s. However, did shoot at my Ravager. I jinked. I got 1 penetrating hit through, but luckily I saved it. However, obviously I have jinked. Okay, so that was turn 1's out of the way, so no damage on either side. As we move into turn 2, I'm going to do my reserves. So the Scourges on a 1, not out. Okay, we're going to also scatter this objective, see where it lands. Okay, so we just scattered the objective. It moved 5 inches to the right. So not much movement there, but there's plenty of time for it to move. More to come. Okay, so my turn 2. Struggling really to do much here because obviously I can't really touch the tanks very well. My Dark Lances snapped into the Rhino. I've got 3 5s, nearly, but not quite. And then I just spread the Venoms out a bit, just trying to cower behind this building, keeping a bit of a central position as the Blood Angels go to their turn 2 and see if their scouts come in from the flank. A 2. No, they also are scared to come out. Okay, so turn 2 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so turn 2 for the Blood Angels, a little bit more successful for them. So, started off moving the tank up here 6 inches, disembarked the guys into the building. Meanwhile, the Predator readjusted, the Librarian gave him the prescience this time, and he made very, very light work, even with me jinking, of my Ravager. So yeah, that went down. And then these guys that got out here, they rapid fired into my venom. I did jink, obviously, as you can see. I was wrecked, and the guys got out. I took a pinning check, I was fine. And then the Stormbolters from the Rhino shot in, and I lost one guy there just at the front. And that was it. So, a healthy start for the Blood Angels. So we move into turn 3. The objective didn't scatter, we got a dead-on hit, and we're now going to roll for the Scourges. So, let's see if they come out this time. A 2. No, they do not want to come. So, turn 3 for the Dark Eldar. Okay, so turn 3 for the Kazon Kabal, and finally we've warmed up our weapons. So I moved the warriors into the building, positioned the 2 remaining venoms at the squad of tactical marines there, shot everything into them. I killed 4, and a double 6 was rolled for the leadership check, and then they ran, was it 11 inches? 11 inches, and they don't even have jet packs, or jump packs even. Okay, so that was a pretty good turn for me, but there's still a lot happening over the other side of the table there as we move into turn 3 for the Blood Angels, and we still have reserves. Let's see if they come out. A 3, they do. Okay, and they're going to be flanking, so let's find out which side they come from. Okay, so coming on from this table edge just here. Okay, so turn 3 for the Blood Angels. The scouts moved here to the edge of the building, got a 6 and ran through the building, so moving 12 inches there onto the board edge in that safety building there. And then the guys that were running regrouped, realised I had no tank killing guns, so bundled back in the Rhino. However, it did try to move, and it was immobilised, so it's just stuck there. Librarian just moving up, just trying to keep within the psychic power bubble. Moved the Pred just to the left, managed to get prescience off of it, and took out my Archon's venom. Archon got out, didn't take a wound. And then the Stormbolters and the guys that were in there shot in at my warriors, and I lost 3 warriors, even with the cover save and feel no pain. 1 guy left, he didn't run, so he's just left standing there. We then scattered the objective and moved all the way over there. Okay, so we're going to move into turn 4. The Scourge is automatically coming on, so no cowering out for them. Okay, so more to come. Okay, so my turn 4. Rotated the venom round, eyeing up the scouts, shot everything at the scouts, and I killed 1 guy. Yeah, I didn't really shoot very well. The Archon joined this guy, we moved up, we're holding the objective. Yeah, so the Scourges, I brought them in behind the building there, just trying to keep them as safe as possible, but I scattered 11 inches all the way over to there. Which actually worked out into my favour, because yeah, they shot into the Librarian and managed to kill him, so that was pretty useful. Okay, so that was the entirety of my turn as we move into Blood Angels turn 4. Okay, so turn 4 for the Blood Angels. The scouts moved up through the building, positioned themselves to assault here. And then the guys here got out of the vehicle once again. The Pred just moved up over there. The Pred shot into my venom, just standing there. The 3rd time the Pred has got a penetrating hit, and subsequently rolled a 6. So that was 3 6s for each venom. So yeah, he exploded. I lost a couple in the explosion. The guys got out. The scouts came in, killed the rest of them. So I died. Over here, these guys shot up into my Archon unit with 1 warrior. The warrior took the majority of the saves with the cover saves and feel no pain. Then it went on to the Archon after he died, and he took 1 wound. So we're going to move into turn 5. My only hope really was to get a good scatter on the objective up over towards my Scourges, because that's what I've got left pretty much. But it scattered all the way over here, so got a lot of work to do. I'm probably going to need the game to go on to get some better scatters, but I'm not sure I'm going to be here long enough for the game to go on. We'll find out. Let's move into turn 5. Okay, so my turn 5. Move the Archon down, got within 3 inches of the objective in case I survive and the objective doesn't scatter if the game goes on, or end, sorry. And then, not much else left, so I moved the Scourges all the way over there, didn't die from any dangerous terrain, shot and killed nothing. I then assaulted and I killed 2 guys in the assault. I didn't take any wounds back. And we just locked in combat. Blood Angels didn't fail any morale checks. As we move in to turn 5, potentially the last turn for the Blood Angels. Okay, so turn 5 for the Blood Angels. The scouts moved out of the building just there. The Predator got in prime position to shoot my Archon. He shot my Archon. I managed to get 2 saves, so he didn't take any wounds. However, the scouts then shot in and I did take some wounds. Actually, I took 1 wound. So I'm standing there just on 1 wound. We went into the assault just here. I didn't kill any Blood Angels this turn. I lost 1 Scourge, rolled my leadership, and I didn't foul. So we just locked in combat. So I've been hoping for 2 things then. The first thing is for this objective not to scatter, and we rolled it. It did not scatter, so now I need another dice roll for me. I need the game to end because I am on the objective, but if the game goes on I don't think I will be there for much longer. So let's have a look and see if the game ends.
Nerves of steel.
Nerves of steel.
Oh,
A 5, oh dear. Okay, so game goes on, turn 6.
really?
Okay, Dark Eldar turn 6. Couldn't really do a lot. The Archon, I just moved him back as far as I could away from these scouts, but within 3 inches of the objective. Shot at the scouts, but didn't kill anyone. We went into the assault. I killed 1 Marine and I lost 1 Scourge, so we just sort of locked in combat there. And that was it. So we're going to swiftly move on to turn 6 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so turn 6, the Preds turned round, managed to take my Archon out, he died. I lost 1 Scourge, didn't fail my morale check, so still standing there. We're going to roll now, see if the game goes on. A 4, the game does go on, so I need a massive scatter in the wrong direction on this objective. Let's find out what happens. Oh, is there a big scatter? It's an interesting one. Okay, we're going to move the objective and we'll be back with the very last turn. Okay, so we both took our turn 7. The scouts were able to move up within 3 inches of the objective. We basically went into the assault. In my turn, I lost a Scourge, and then in the Blood Angels turn, I killed 1 of the Marines. But on the final dice roll I lost my last man, so the last Scourge died and I was tabled on turn 7 with the objective being secured by those scouts. Great game, lots of fun, really enjoyed that. The Scourges definitely probably the best unit out of that little list there. It was interesting to see them, first time on the table, so I'm just getting used to the units really. Anyway, what we're going to do is set up again. I'm going to try a totally different army, and I will record another battle report, but that will come later on, so keep an eye out for another Dark Eldar battle report coming soon. Thanks for watching.